Namaste. Welcome. In case you guys are wondering why Adit is not visible, he's joining. So don't worry. It's not going to be a long time. He's going to be joining me very soon. In the meantime, I thought, let me join the live stream and talk to you guys. So it's been a very interesting test match. Honestly, I take full credit for this test match draw. I think if I would not have tweeted that ये मैच 4 दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा, India would have lost this match. It is only because when I tweeted ये मैच 4 दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा, then I doubled down. देखा मैंने बोला था 4 दिन में खत्म हो जाएगा. Is when the Indian team decided अब तो हम बैटिंग करके ही रहेंगे. इस कमीने कुशल को हम हरा के रहेंगे. I know this room has a little bit of echo. उसको मैं कुछ कर नहीं सकता. So sorry about that. बेसमेंट में echo होता है. मैं एक बेसमेंट में हूँ. So yeah, unfortunately it is what it is. ये echo का कुछ कर नहीं सकते हम. हम कुछ कर नहीं सकते. ये बेसमेंट में ये इशू होता है. माइक का कोई इशू नहीं है मित्रों. माइक सही सिलेक्ट किया हुआ है मैंने. लेट मी चेक. ओह नो वंडर. सॉरी लेडीज एंड. अभी माइक सही हो जाएगा. माइक सही हो गया. अभी माइक सही हो गया. अभी माइक सही हो गया. गुड जॉब लाइव स्ट्रीम. वेल डन. मैंने मेरे गलत माइक सिलेक्ट किया था. गलती से मिस्टेक हो गया. सॉरी. सो वेल डन लेडीज एंड लेडीज. माइक गलत सिलेक्ट किया था मैंने. एंड आदित्य इज आल्सो हियर.
यस सॉरी, मैं अपना लैपटॉप का चार्जर ढूंढ रहा हूँ. I was running on 5% battery, but
so nothing much happened. We had a great start. I selected the wrong mic. My whole voice was echoing in the whole room because instead of selecting this mic, it picked up the stupid DSLR microphone and which was echoing like hell. So it has been a great start to the podcast.
Lovely. मतलब तूने podcast की Ben Stokes कर दी.
Yes, पूरी Ben Stokes की है मैंने. So
Kushal,
we are going to
nice to meet you.
Yes. So nice to meet you. No, the best is the great cricketers.
I
have to play this. Okay, this is courtesy the great cricketer. I'm playing directly from their Twitter. Sam, don't copyright strike me, please, because I'm directly playing from their Twitter. If people are wondering, हम उनके ही ट्विटर से ही बजा रहे हैं. And this has to be the best. Just listen to this.
We can't get you out. Shame on you for batting. Shame on you.
You're going to bat, are you?
Yeah.
You're going to bat?
Yeah.
You're going to keep batting?
You think that's right?
Yeah.
You think that's...
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're going to compete against us and do damage to us in a 5-test. You think that's correct?
Embarrassing. Shake my hand. Shake it. Shake my hand.
Here's my hand. Are you going to refuse it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've refused me now.
Okay, you're doing that, are you? Are you going to do that?
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand. I want to shake his hand.
You're going to keep batting, are you? Really? Are you serious?
Serious? Are you
serious?
Are you seriously going to do the thing that I would do? Seriously? You can do that to me?
Embarrassing.
Do you know who I am?
I'm on Shubas.
How long do you need? An hour? Do you need an hour?
How long do you need? Why do you need an hour?
But seriously, I think this was the funny bit, but I think the most apt answer to this. So let's listen to what Ben Stokes had to say as an explanation. This is courtesy ESPN Cricinfo. This is a live presser. And ये Cricinfo ने वो segment डाला है. I want to play what Ben Stokes has said, and then I'll play Ashwin said on his channel Ash Ki Baat. We have to discuss this. We'll discuss the match, but let's get the monkey out of the room first. Okay, let's discuss this. This is what Ben Stokes says. Okay, I don't understand what Ben is on.
The knock that those two played were very, very good. The situation that India found themselves in there with us opening the game open slightly, that partnership was massive. It was, you hold your hands up. They played incredibly, incredibly well. and I don't think there would have been too much more satisfaction from walking off 100 not out, getting your team out of a tricky situation, than walking off at 80, 90 not out. You know, that's what you've done for your team. You know, the 10 more runs or whatever it was ain't going to change the fact that you've managed to get your team out of a very, very, very tricky situation and almost saved your team from a series defeat before the last game. Yeah.
So this is Ben Stokes' ka reply.
Mhm.
Now I want to play one more because I think Ashwin summed up the entire scenario perfectly. Nobody explained.
मेरे अंदर जो लावा फट रहा है उसके बाद मैं फोड़ूंगा.
नहीं, but Ashwin has to. This is directly from Ash Ki Baat. I'm going to play that. ये अश्विन के थॉट्स हैं.
डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स करके आपने एक टर्म सुना है क्या? डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स क्या होता है? हाथ मिला के आप बोल रहे हो मैं फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हूं, आप भी 100 मत बनाओ, आप भी रो के चले जाओ. ये कैसा हो सकता है यार? बॉस, उसने सुबह से लेके आपका आर्चर खेल लिया, आपका मैथ्यू हॉगार्ड खेल लिया, डैरन गॉफ खेल लिया, एंड्रू फ्लिंटॉफ खेल लिया, सारे बॉलर आप लोग जो डाले उसको खेलकर अभी ड्रॉ के तरफ चला गया दोनों, और सुबह से पूरा मेहनत करके इधर पहुंच गया, और वो 100 छोड़ के चला जाना चाहिए क्या? और आपका सवाल क्या था? यू वांट टू मेक 100 अगेंस्ट हैरी ब्रूक. नहीं भाई, उसको 100 बनाना है. प्लीज स्टीव हार्मिसन को लेके आ जाओ, एंड्रू फ्लिंटॉफ को लेके आ जाओ. वो मना थोड़ी किया है. आप हैरी ब्रूक को बॉलिंग दे रहे हो, वो आपका गलती है, वो हमारा गलती नहीं है. व्हाट इज द रूल? इफ बोथ कैप्टन्स बिलीव दैट द गेम कैन नॉट हेड टुवर्ड्स अ रिजल्ट, आप दोनों हाथ मिलाकर मैंडेटरी ओवर्स पे यू कैन कॉल इट अ ड्रॉ. एक कैप्टन wanted to draw the game, he wanted to close out. क्यों क्लोज आउट करना चाह रहा था? दो चीज है. he didn't want to tire his bowlers out, ठीक है. दूसरा ये है कि मैं फ्रस्ट्रेटेड हूं, मैं खुश नहीं हूं, आप भी खुश नहीं रहना चाहिए, आप भी 100 नहीं बनाना चाहिए. ये 2 पॉइंटर है. दूसरा पॉइंटर रूल के अंदर आता नहीं है. पहला पॉइंटर में इंडिया वाज ऑन द राइट साइड. एक्चुअली मैं अगर इंडिया होता ना, मैं खड़े रह के पूरा 1 घंटा खेलना, मैं खेलने के लिए एज अ कैप्टन आई वुड हैव प्लेड ऑल द 15 ओवर्स. Come on, man. उसका जो स्टेटमेंट था, you want to get 100 against Harry Brook. Of course, these are test runs. He wants to get it and he deserves it. और जैक क्रॉली का पॉइंट था, ऐसा माइक में बोल रहा था, is this how you want to get 100? You should have batted faster to get 100. भाई, वो उसका मर्जी है, कब बनाना है कब नहीं बनाना है. तुझे जल्दी बनाना है, बनाओ, 70 बना के आउट हो जाओ. वो तेरा
ये लास्ट लाइन 70 बना के आउट हो जाओ.
No crawlies were harmed. Ashwin is like, मैं सिर्फ छेड़ूंगा नहीं, मैं उठा के अंदर पीछे से घुसेड़ दूंगा.
मगर see, the match was amazing. Kudos to Ben Stokes for an absolutely outstanding performance in this match.
Yeah.
Like, you have to appreciate Ben Stokes, all right? Ben Stokes, the cricket player, is one of the best you will ever get to see on a cricket field. Okay,
No,
I will give that. But what is this whinging, yaar? ये क्या है?
नहीं.
Now you go.
So there are 3 points here. The first point, was Ben Stokes okay to offer the draw? Absolutely, because if I was the fielding captain, I would offer the draw or something. Ab lena hai ya nahi, that is up to them. Okay, I'm okay with them offering, but he could have just had it with the conversation. Why the fuck did he have to walk the full length of the pitch with his arms rested out? जैसे पता नहीं कोई यूनेस्को का एम्बेसडर और वाइट झंडा लेके दौड़ रहा है, right? Like he clearly did it so that the camera focused on him. That's the first point. The second point was, chalo, India did not accept the draw. Why do the players have to sledge them about it? Why? I mean, the fact is, test hundreds are not easy to get. Ask Washington Sundar. I think his previous high score was 96 not out or something like that. And you don't get chances to get test match hundreds. There is a reason why people who have scored more than 50 test hundreds is a list of one. Sorry, not even 50 test hundreds. Saying 100 international hundreds is a list of one. Sachin Tendulkar. No one, and then out of which I think 49 he scored, or 40. I forget how many he scored in the test matches. My point is, it is very hard to get test hundreds. So if Jadeja and Sundar, who have fought so hard, with their backs up the wall, and played almost 400 balls to get to in their partnership to get to where they did, they bloody deserve the 100. And who the hell are you? Why are you making the jokes about, oh shoot, are you going to get it against Harry Brook? You are the one who chose to bowl Harry Brook. You had Jofra Archer. You could have made it tough on them. Tell Jofra Archer to bowl like 5 bouncers in an over if he had the fitness to do so. You were tired. You wanted to go out of the field. And you were doing, and the third point was, I liked that Gill just stayed behind the scenes, didn't make get the batters do it. But after they got the 100, I'm not sure if Ben Stokes shook their hand or something, or just ran off the field or something like that. It just seeked of very bad sportsmanship. So when the English folks talk about bringing disrepute to the game or going against the spirit of the game, his reaction was against the spirit of the game. India staying back was not again. And the problem is, I don't know what the English commentators of Nasser Hussain and Michael Atherton were two of the only ones who came out strongly. I mean, obviously, Ricky Ponting and Indian commentators were, but Jonathan Agnew on BBC Cricket said, "Oh, this is a farce. It's funny. Why are they doing like this and stuff like that?" So BBC Cricket has drank the Ben Stokes Kool-Aid. And so for them, Ben can do no wrong. So for them, personal milestones do not matter. The team matters first. Oh, yeah. Personal milestones do not matter. That's why Jadeja and Sundar were not just hitting sixes in the last hour, going for their 100 so they can go home an hour early. They waited till the mandatory period started, and then they started playing their shots, because personal milestones do not matter. What matters first is saving the match. And that's what irritated me, that what the hell? Like, why are the British folks sorry? But what the great cricketer folks said, I think that part you didn't show in the intro, was this has united the rest of the world cricket like only colonialism did. Every other country, you go on like Fox Cricket's website, you go on South Africa, SABC Sport, Australians, South Africans, New Zealanders, even some Pakistanis are shitting on England for not allowing these people, or making a big. Everyone's calling them whinging palms. Everyone.
Here is my reason why I would have batted the whole hog. Here is, and hear me out. Point number one. England likes to bat second and bat last. From a strategic perspective, that means the probabilities of England, based on this series, choosing to bowl again in the first innings of the test match, in the fifth test match, are very high. If I was India, I would have actually batted the whole hog, tired the heck out of their bowlers, mentally drained them, put them on the mat. India had every reason. Even if the 100 was not at play, I would have batted the whole hog, because my job is to win a test match and defeat my opponent. That's how I would plan.
It's a 5-test series. You have to play with the next test in mind. The fact is, you don't think England would have done the same thing? Like, England would have just said that, oh, khatam ho gaya. If Joe Root is nearing 100, you don't think Ben Stokes will give him a chance to go for 100 when he's so close to, he's the only one likely to cross Sachin's test match 100 record? He would just say, nahi, bhai, rehne de, tu agli match mein kar dena, team before. No, Joe Root will be given a chance to score 100. And by the way, someone on the chat has raised a very important question, and I'm going to say that if personal milestones do not matter, why are they having names on the honor board at Lords? Pratik, great question. Great question. So they they personally put it on the honors board. So do they not do it when it's in a match saving effort in the fourth innings? So if this was Lords and India was saving the test match, would they not put Sundar and Jadeja's name? Would Sundar and Jadeja's name have an asterisk saying, "Arey, wo 90 runs were against Archer and Stokes. Last ke 10 run unhone Harry Brook ke samne mare." And the thing is, England was.
But did they have any control over who bowls? The captain of the opposition has control over who's bowling. Boss, you bowl your best bowlers, yaar.
Correct, exactly. But I'll tell you another funny thing also. After all this whining and whinging and stuff about India, what was the biggest lesson was England was mentally defeated. And this is another point that cricket said. If India would have said yes, that 85 you have declared, England would have gone on in the pavilion and said, "Oh, these dummies, look at them. We gave them the draw and they didn't bat them through." You want to grind them. I mean, I would have gone one step further. Normally, I would not have done this, but had they done this shit, I would have declared after like 10 overs or something and given them 120 or something to chase in 8 overs. देखते खेलते हैं कि नहीं. I trust Bumrah and my bowlers to not give 15 runs an over, but let the batters come out now. Let them play the 8 overs. Let's see. Just basically, I complete like you. It was an unwritten rule that they get to 100, you declare the game, and it was a wonderful test match. Even though this wicket was a bloody pata, and if this test match had happened in India, where only 24 wickets had fallen in 5 days, there would have been a big ICC report written by the ECB saying this wicket is not fit to play, that it only 4 wickets have fallen on the final day. Actually, just 2 wickets have fallen on the final day. They would have written a whole thing about it. But I have no problem. That's fine. You can have one bowling wicket, one batting wicket. It brings a nice balance. And this series has been phenomenal, where every single test match has gone on to day 5, right? And as an Indian fan, yes, I feel like, oh, we should have been up 3-0, but we shouldn't have, right? Because technically England should have won this game, but we rescued it. So similarly, we should have, won the game. We lost it. The only real collapse of a game that we should have won was we should have won 190 at Lords. So at best, this would have been a 2-1 result. But this is what a 50-50 series does. Any team is in at any given point of time.
Yeah, I think overall, of all the 4 test matches, this is the worst pitch of the entire series. I cannot believe India got bowled out for 358 in the first innings, but I still feel that was a good score, and I had maintained it. Like, this is a good score. But then the sun came out and this wicket just flattened out. Like, there was a little bit happening when the new ball was there, and then it just flattened out.
No, but it was taking a little bit of turn, and Kuldeep Yadav was on the bench. So you had Anshul.
Let's start with that. Yeah, Anshul Kambojka's selection. Listen, there's nothing. Anshul must have done very well at the Ranji level. I looked at his numbers for Haryana at the Ranji level. Do you think we have been fair to the guy? He's 21, 22. Yaar, uski baja di humne pure confidence ki usko ye test match khila ke. I feel bad for Kamboj.
Yes, but the fact is, unfortunately, that comes with Team India's thing. I mean, IPL में देखो क्या होता है वो Vaibhav Suryavanshi 14-15 years का century आई, look at what happened with Nitish Kumar Reddy, right? When what you may call century उसने MCG में मारी, people were like, okay, खत्म, सब खत्म, he's our next big thing, and then he's not been able to score even a 50 since then. So it's just, this is unfortunately part and parcel of the course. But I think I blame this on Gambhir and Gill, right? Gill, I can probably give a sort of a pass saying uska first series as a captain and stuff. But Gambhir, man, what the hell were you thinking? Anshul Kamboj and Shardul Thakur, they were like clone bowlers. Like, unme koi farak nahi hai. And the one wicket that Anshul Kamboj got, Duckett, he was looking to attack and he got the wicket. It was not a proper test match wicket where, it was a beating them by line and length or like a phenomenal delivery. There were a few good balls in his spell, which, anyone, and what the hell was Team India thinking giving him the new ball? And another thing was they forgot Washington Sundar could bowl till the 70th over. And he comes back and picks up 2 wickets. But Kamboj and Shardul Thakur, I mean, halfway through the first innings, they figured out that they were not good, because together, if you add up their overs, were 29 overs. Every other bowler bowled more overs than Kamboj and Thakur put together. Washington bowled about the same. He bowled 28. Bumrah bowled 33. Siraj bowled 30. And Jadeja bowled 37. And 6 wickets went to the spinners. So clearly there was a little bit of a turn, and you left your best spinner there. So again, my question is, would Kuldeep Yadav have been a better pick than Shardul Thakur? Absolutely. Even though he made 40, I say so, because let's say you are like without Thakur and Kuldeep being there, because Kuldeep can hold a bat. He just cannot hit as well as Thakur. Say you have like 25 runs less and you're at 320. But with Kuldeep, I'm most certainly sure England would have had 120 runs less, and he would have picked up 2 or 3 wickets on this pitch. So it's a different ball game then. And Kuldeep, if Kuldeep Yadav plays, we are in the game with England batting second, right? But without him taking wickets in the first innings, there's no chance. And neither Kamboj or Thakur looked like picking up wickets at any given point of time when they were bowling. It was like a bad buffet ball sort of thing. And what that was doing was taking away the zing from what Bumrah and Siraj were bowling in the other end. And by the way, Bumrah is not above blame either. I don't think he was fit. There was not a single ball he was above 140.
No, I think every great bowler is allowed to have one bad day. Like,
no, I agree he can have a bad day, but I'm saying his speeds were not up. The problem is Bumrah becomes lethal when his speed is up to the mark, right? When he has no support on the other end, when Kamboj and I mean, I hate to say this, but Prasidh Krishna would have been a better choice than Anshul Kamboj or Shardul Thakur.
yeah, I think from what I understand from the chatter is Gill did not want Shardul to play.
Mm-hmm.
Gautam wanted Shardul to play, and Shardul played.
I mean,
I honestly feel that the coach should not have this much of a say. It should be a captain's team, not a coach's team. Cricket is not football. And I don't know what, especially Test cricket is not football. I understand Gautam is a great tactician and statistical analyst when it comes to white ball cricket. And Gautam has been a revelation in the white ball game as a coach, but Gautam in the red ball game has been a disaster. Let's be very clear. Gautam has been a disaster, and this is not a jibe. I've actually been one of the supporters of Gautam Gambhir. I actually kind of like Gautam Gambhir. I like he's a feisty character. He gives it back with interest. Even when Gautam was a player, and he truly believes in these things that he says, that it's not an individual sport, it is a team sport. These things don't matter. He actually believes those things. But the point is, I just think Gautam Gambhir has not been up to the mark as a coach in the red ball format. But one thing has to be put to rest after this series. India was carrying Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma.
No doubt.
India was carrying
so much of a better batting lineup without them.
Shubman Gill has scored 722 runs in 4 test matches. Boss, this is a magnificent performance. People forget he's the freaking captain of the side. So there's that added pressure of being a captain. And I honestly think Shubman is learning. I hope he becomes a better captain. He just has brain fades. And it's very easy for us who are not part of the match to sit outside and comment. I obviously understand that a person who's playing inside does not you can let the game drift. I think I see a lot of MS Dhoni and Shubman Gill. MS Dhoni used to just let the game drift in red ball cricket, and that's what Shubman does. He just lets the game drift away. Like you rightly pointed out, like, why was Washington Sundar not bowled before? Like, even Ashwin criticized that, by the way, yesterday and day before yesterday on Ash Ki Baat. Ashwin also said the same thing. How can Washington Sundar not bowl? Washington Sundar was arguably your better spinner in both the third and the fourth test. He was your better spinner.
And this series also, Damaji KL Rahul. Hi. Matlab, wo jab khelta hai, when he's playing, KL Rahul is the most infuriating player to get behind, because when he plays, it's like, wow, right? But then he gets out and you're like, why,
best
man?
man to watch in test cricket.
This, and And I was one of them who used to get angry at KL Rahul because he would get your 240s and stuff and then, get away on stuff. But again, I think post Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, I owe a bit of an apology to KL Rahul because now he's a better player now that his place in the team is solid at the slot they decided. Again, Rohit Sharma as an opener meant that Yashasvi Jaiswal ko lo, KL Rahul ko lo, kisko lo, and now you got Rahul and Jaiswal, and then Gill fine. And someone said it. I was like, were we carrying Virat Kohli for the last 2 years and not letting this beast play at number 4? And the question is, yes, we were. I love Virat. I think he's the best one-day player in the last decade for India. But is he the best? So far, he was the best Test player post Sachin. But I think that mantle, if Shubman continues the way he does, that mantle is going to be under threat very soon. And
my only
sorry, go ahead.
Yashasvi Jaiswal has had some real jaffers.
Yeah.
I hope he comes good in the last test because I'm a little worried for Jaiswal. He's a confidence player. He will, I think Jaiswal is the best batsman in this Indian team, not Gill. Even though Gill has scored 722 runs, people forget Jaiswal ka record dekhna chahiye and record.
And Gill still has some technical weaknesses. Jaiswal has fewer technical weaknesses than Shubman Gill.
Yeah, so I think Jaiswal is still in this team. He's the best batsman. Gill now has become the second. Otherwise, I think it was Rishabh Pant. And can we spend some time in appreciating what Pant did? Listen, come back in that first innings. It actually gave us that cushion of those extra runs. People forget he left the field on 37, came back, and he batted for another few runs, got to 54. And honestly, those 17 odd runs, because it's in partnership with others also, it really made a difference at the end.
And he could have gotten more because there were twos that he just couldn't run. He just could not run. And so if he had a runner, right, up to runner nahi hote, but if there was a runner, it would have been, sort of much better situation. But yeah, no, I think Dhoni's point is true. I think one of the best, if not the best, white ball captains for Team India, MS Dhoni. But in test matches, especially, but I'm willing to give him a little bit of a pass in the last 1 year. I think he knew he wanted to retire in 2014 itself. That is why he retired midway through the series. Also, it was the transition phase, right? And stuff. Virat's aggression was born for test match cricket. We loved that aggression, right? The unfortunate problem with Indian cricket and Indian analysis is, and if you see Ravi Shastri in this series in Sky Sports, he was on form most of the times, but every few hours he would bring in some Kohli stat or something as if to prop up and discuss him, right? Now, again, we've said that there is a conflict of interest where I read somewhere, is a part of the company that manages Virat Kohli and stuff. But boss, you don't have to talk about him every single time you're playing. I don't remember in 2014 when India went to England, they were talking about Sachin Tendulkar every 2 hours, right? They will talk about him. Obviously, he was the best batsman in the world. He retired 6 months ago. Similarly, Kohli was one of the best batsmen in India, retired 4 months ago. You don't need to talk about him every 4 hours. But Ravi Shastri is like, oh, Virat would have done this. In my opinion, he's the top 5 players of India to play test cricket. No, he's not. He's not in the top 5 players to play test cricket for India. There have been much better players. How can you put him over Kapil Dev, Sunil Gavaskar, Anil Kumble, and Sachin Tendulkar? You cannot. These 4 are the top 4, right? And then the 5th spot, you have Rahul Dravid. Has Kohli been a better test player for India than Rahul Dravid? No. There is not even a competition.
No.
So, and
Kohli really had bad last 4 or 5 years. He just had bad 5 years.
And Rahul Dravid, 6 months before
he had an obvious weakness outside the off stump.
Yeah, 6 months before Rahul Dravid retired, Rahul Dravid scored 4 test hundreds in England in 2011. And he was so effective that MS Dhoni requested him to unretire and come back and play T20 cricket and ODI cricket. That's how he was more effective than the kids in the team in England. So I'm saying if you did not have that last year, I'm sorry, you're not even close. So I'm it's just infuriating because I saw so many reels of Ravi Shastri propping him up as the best top five to play and this and that and stuff. I think what bothers Ravi Shastri is no one really misses the Kohli Sharma duo right now. I think Kohli as a captain is missed sometimes, but not as a player in this 11. And that was, he was reminding everyone, oh, ye hai, right? But
Look, peak Kohli was obviously one of the best players India had for that 4 to 8
yes,
year period. Peak Kohli was a goat, but the point is, you judge a career by the longevity of the entire career. You can't say, "Arey, peak Kohli was as good as peak this or peak that." Well, and the peak was quite long. That too.
and no, Captain Virat Kohli, yes, the 2021 that test match at Lords or something outstanding, right? But again, do we talk about Saurav Ganguly the same way? Captain
Well,
Saurav
we will
Ganguly
talk about Saurav Ganguly today for his stupid comment on the Asia Cup.
Arey bhai. We will absolutely. But coming back to the test match though, Indian batting, this just reminds me of like one of first. This is very important for the T20 IPL generation to know that you can save a test match like this also, right? It was not just brainless blocking at 1.5 runs and over. No, you are actually playing your shots. You're going, and they realize that the way you win out this test match or you play England out is get into the lead and then keep on increasing. It reminded me of Nottingham 2002 when Sachin, Ganguly, everyone batted out, and then ultimately a young Parthiv Patel and I think was it Agarkar or Zahir Khan scored a few runs in the end, and the test match was drawn. After that, of course, we went back and won the test match in Headingley and leveled the series 1-1. And I hope that happens in the Oval. But this was very important to show that it can be exciting this way. And as much as we shit on England, good on England for having this test series. It has been a thoroughly competitive test series. It's been great fun with great attendance, great coverage. I've had a lot of fun watching. 4 टेस्ट मैच कब खत्म हो गई पता भी नहीं चला. I cannot wait for the 5th test match.
This is the best meme. Do you think I'm jealous of you? Even if you were jealous at one point of time, externally justified. I think this was so good. This
is perfect. But Ganguly की बात करते हैं फिर then let's go on to the 5th test match and stuff.
No. So one more thing I had to
tell me
talk about was of all the innings Shubman Gill has played in this test match, which one? Like, people don't realize, like in this test match, India batted 143 overs in day 4 and 5. That which is like
no, I mean, okay,
it's brilliant. Like, this graphic sums up India's batting. Like, boss, balls like
no. This does not. There is a better graphic than this.
Washington Sundar 101 and 206. Ravindra Jadeja 107 and 185 balls. This is like a hardcore grind, and I think this was Shubman's best 100.
Yeah, I agree. I think KL Rahul's best 90. Like he genuinely looked like he was not getting out till Ben Stokes produced.
And I'm so happy that Washington Sundar finally has 100. The poor guy.
I have another stat. Boss, it was 0 for 2. Jaiswal out in 5 balls. Then the next 4 players played 142.1 overs between them. And almost each one of them played 200 balls. I don't think people understand how hard is it to play 200 balls bowled with such intensity. 853 balls is what they played between all 4 of them, right? So what India did was commendable, but when you realize they were 0 for 2, it is even more commendable from 0 for 2 to go here. And by the way, England have done their homework on Sai Sudarshan. He has this weird weakness in the strangle down leg side. And I don't know what he has to do and stuff, but people will have to see how how that is fixed.
He's young. He can always work on it and
No,
figure
no,
it
no, I know. But I'm saying that given the fact that there is no film on him getting out this way available to Indians, and England actually unearthed Ranji Trophy records and stuff.
Yeah,
so
ये रणजी
quite
पे
good.
लोग research करते हैं.
No, I'm so that I was impressed by how well they researched on him. But but frankly, yeah, that Shubman Gill's best 100. Ravindra Jadeja has been a monster. I feel like a dummy who said that maybe Akshar Patel's time has come. No, it's not. Ravindra Jadeja was averaging more than 110 with the bat in this series. The one thing is for sure, though, the older he gets, he cannot be a primary spinner. He cannot play the same role he played in 2021. So either you pick both Jadeja and Sundar, or you pick Jadeja, Sundar, and Kuldeep Yadav, right? Because the thing. But how do you not play both Jadeja and Sundar in every single test match? I just don't know. How do you not play them? How? Paint me a scenario where Nitish Kumar Reddy walks in before Jadeja and Sundar in any single test match going forward,
He
barring
doesn't.
some fitness issues.
He only comes in as a replacement for Kuldeep Yadav, if ever.
No,
I think Kuldeep Yadav should have played at least 2 out of
two
the 4
test matches, exactly. He should have played at Lords. He should have played here. He should be playing the next test match at the Oval. I have no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, तेरा camera unfocused हो गया. You might have to do वो. You can't see me to the camera. John
अच्छा,
Cena
okay.
वाला.
Let me turn it off and turn it back on. शायद that usually.
No, it doesn't. You will have to do this. Tata bye bye to the camera.
अच्छा.
तो वो unfocused होता है तो वो ऐसा हो जाता है.
मैं exit करके वापस join करता हूँ.
हाँ ठीक है. So yeah, what was this weird story? I don't know if you guys saw this. Like, did anybody see this weird story of the Pakistani at Old Trafford? Did you guys see this? What was this weirdo doing?
हाँ जी जनाब अली ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड ग्राउंड में ये देखिए पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट है और मैच है आज इंग्लैंड और इंडिया का पाकिस्तानी शर्ट आई नीड टू कवर
Yes, please.
एंड हु यू आर
I work for Lancashire.
कैन यू गिव मी any written
Yeah, so if you want, you can email the club.
No,
and then they will give you the
I need because I paid the ticket.
Okay. So
I need your request or your order in the written format
before you comply.
yeah
Okay.
अभी मुझे इन्होंने कहा है कि ये पाकिस्तानी शर्ट जो है इन्होंने
So yeah, this idiot doesn't realize that actually you're not allowed to. So this guy's a moron, FYI, and I'll explain why. It's actually very clear. At Lancashire Cricket Stadium, only flags, clothing, banners related to the England and India cricket teams are permitted. Any items that do not adhere to this rule will be removed and not allowed entry. This was shared by a Twitter handle. Well done, by the way, to the Twitter handle. And this is further information shared by the Twitter handle. They can access, but it is very clear. So why was this piece of shit from Pakistan wearing a Pakistani jersey? I mean, when you buy the ticket, didn't you know, you moron, that you can't do that?
No, because, and I'll tell you, see, as much as this guy wants to think that it's about him, it's not about him or about Pakistan. The reason I think, and I don't want to presume they have this, is because they don't want people making political statements at the stadium. There are wars going on in the world. It's on a cricket field where everyone's drunk, probably watching the game or something. And that is why they banned. I don't think this is, again, about Pakistan. This is about other issues that are happening across the world.
I get it, but I just think people who buy the ticket should clearly know about this shit. And it's just bullshit that they did not.
Yeah, and for the record, I'm just saying I don't support any of the organizations. I'm just saying that this is what this is about. Varna koi clip kaat ke bolega, Adit is a supporter. No, I don't support anything. I'm just bringing the context.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's get into the other big issue, which was Mohsin Naqvi, the asshole. He tweeted this. I am delighted, and I have no shame in calling him an asshole. I want to put this on record. I believe he's an asshole, and I will repeat it again and again that he's an asshole. I think most cricket administrators are assholes, by the way. I am delighted to confirm the dates for the ACC Men's Asia Cup 2025 in UAE. The prestigious tournament will take place from September 9th to 28th. We look forward to a spectacular display of cricket. Detailed schedule will be out soon. This was tweeted very particularly on July 26, 2025. For those who don't know, July 26, 2025 is Kargil Vijay Divas. And very interestingly, these assholes, which is why I'm calling him an asshole, decide to tweet out the news of the announcement and the fixtures, which is here. The image is here. This is the fixture. This is my own tweet. I had downloaded the images. As you can see, the matches are there. 14th September is the first India versus Pakistan game. And obviously the assumption is that they will play again here at the Super 4 stage. And then if they make it to the final, they will play again at the final stage.
Yes.
So as of now, September 14th is the date that has been announced for India versus Pakistan. Now I want to, I have a lot of things to say. So first I'll let Aadit talk about it. And then, and I also have statements by Priyanka Chaturvedi, the member of parliament. I have
Show
a statement by
first, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of things to show. So I think, first of all, I want to take this opportunity to really appreciate and applaud Priyanka Chaturvedi. But I also want to share a few images. This is Rana Fahim Ashraf. This is his Insta story. Okay. He's a Pakistani player. For the audio listener, it is a Pakistani army general putting sindoor on a woman of Indian origin in a sari wearing the India flag. These are the people we want to play. Okay. It's very important to talk about this in a very open and honest manner. And now Priyanka had said this a very, very, very long time ago. Priyanka ने ये शायद एक महीने पहले बोला था. But Priyanka is very consistent on this. And listen, Priyanka and I have had very open arguments on Twitter also. She got very mad that I had made that video when she had come out in support, against Ranveer Alabadi. Priyanka and I don't agree on everything, but I have never doubted Priyanka's, love for the nation. I've always said that. If you look at my entire, like I know Priyanka is a patriot, and it's very disappointing that she's the only member of parliament that is consistent about this. So she said this.
बिल्कुल पाकिस्तान से कोई बातचीत नहीं होनी चाहिए जब तक वो अपने आतंक नहीं खत्म करें. ना ट्रैक टू डिप्लोमेसी, ना क्रिकेट, ना बॉलीवुड, कहीं भी नहीं होना चाहिए. यस, और आप लोग मोनेटाइज करते हो इंडिया पाकिस्तान का मैच वहां पे कर दुबई में कर पैसा कमाते हो आप. हमारे जवान जो शहीद होते हैं उनके ऊपर आप पैसा कमाते हो एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए.
So people say she will change her stand. No, she's actually on this subject. She's been very, very, very consistent. Now, Abhishek Banerjee, around 7 hours ago, tweeted this. Abhishek Banerjee is from the Trinamool Congress, which is very interesting. TMC ko kya ho gaya? This is his tweet. India must not engage with Pakistan in any sphere. The only engagement we should have with Pakistan is on the battlefield. And the only prize worth winning is Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir. For decades, Pakistan has exported terror, bled our nation by causing irreparable loss to Indian lives and families. And yet, every now and then we hear calls to keep politics out of sport. No, this has to stop. Now I know why Abhishek has tweeted this. Okay, मैं इतना भी कोई कल पैदा नहीं हुआ हूँ कि ये क्यों हुआ है. उसका रीजन अभी मैं बता देता हूँ. उसका रीजन है सौरव गांगुली. सौरव गांगुली ने कुछ बोला, और सौरव गांगुली ने जो बोला उसके सौरव गांगुली की जो स्टेटमेंट थी, अब मैं वो स्टेटमेंट प्ले करूंगा. ठीक है, let's this is courtesy ANI, and let's play what Saurav Ganguly had said.
Yeah, I'm okay. Sport must go on. At the same time, Pelgaon should not happen, but sports must go on.
the sports spirit and sports going on the same platform, Dada, and what's the terrorism? Also, you said that.
No, terrorism has to stop. Terrorism cannot go on, and I think India had taken a strong stance to terrorism. That's past. Just try and make sure it doesn't happen again. But sports needs to be.
This is a disgusting statement by Saurav Ganguly. Disgusting statement by Saurav Ganguly. I respect Ganguly, the captain. He's one of my favorites. Probably, I still believe he's the best captain India ever had. But this was a disgusting statement. And the TMC statement is in context of this.
अरे वो बकवास है. Okay, TMC in 2016, after the controversy about Ghulam Ali's show, organized a concert for Ghulam Ali in Kolkata. Okay, because it was about कि पाकिस्तान और ममता बनर्जी खुद खड़ी हो गई थी गुलाम अली जी को. तो अभिषेक बैनर्जी, go back in time and tell your aunt कि why did she take that stance, and at that time it was okay to do cultural thing. Again, our position, मतलब मैं इतनी बार बोल चुका हूँ पॉडकास्ट पे कि I feel like I'm growing old and people will think हर बार क्या बोलता है, because it's been consistent, right? My thing is, if sports should be played according to Ganguly, what Ganguly is saying, you should play all sports, you should play bilaterals, you should play squash, you should play tennis, you should play kabaddi. If you don't want to play, and this is where, and as a supporter, but I blame, a bit of a blame goes to the government of India for not taking a stance on this. You and I both know कि ये trial balloon था. The leakage coming through certain accounts कि India might play Pakistan just to see what's going on. The BCCI made a lot of money in the last year, right? According to the statements, you don't think they can compensate the broadcasters for what they lose on the India-Pakistan revenue, right? And I got people on my timeline were saying bullshit like, oh, this is about the 2036 Olympics, this is about that. Boss, then don't host the bloody 2036 Olympics. It is not connected to the nation's pride. If you want to be taken seriously, we have to have certain go and certain no-goes. And if our thing is that our official policy by the government has been that Operation Sindoor is still going on, it has not stopped. So if it's still going on, are we still playing? Is the only place business as usual is on the cricket field and nowhere else? What is going on? And second thing, you can perfectly have that stance that we will play Pakistan in ICC tournaments. I think that's okay. For all sports, you compete with them in global tournaments, and you probably should have a list of tournaments. But what is this World Championship of Legends, Road Safety World Series, World X Master Series, and stuff like that? वहाँ पे भी खेलेंगे, यहाँ पे भी खेलेंगे. Basically, every broadcaster and every sort of every chomu wants to make a quick buck on India-Pakistan, and they have realized that a lot of people want to watch the game. So let's just pick on that nostalgia and play. But you can't just have a 50-50 approach. You either say we play them or we don't play them. Stop with this middle of the road tournaments. इसमें भी खेलेंगे, उसमें भी खेलेंगे. Because in my opinion, if you're playing them in Asia Cup, then you should be playing them in World Test Championship also. वो भी तो ICC tournament है. Why don't you play 2 test matches against Pakistan every 2 years in Dubai, or every year in Dubai, as on a home and away basis? What is stopping you from doing that?
I don't know. So actually, Azruddin and your thoughts are very similar. Listen to this, courtesy ANI.
No, I don't have. I mean, there's no objection, but my stand has always been one that if you, playing with Pakistan, I think you should play all the tournaments, everything. It should not be only restricted to the ICC tournament. But this is my personal view, which has been there for a long time, because since this problem had occurred, so I was always very clear on that. If you play with everything, otherwise don't play. This is my for anything, for that matter, for anything. So when you don't have good ties, there's no point. Playing in ICC tournament or the ACC tournament. That my stand is very clear. But at the end of the day, having said that, I think the government will decide what is good and what is bad, and in accordance with the BCCI. I'm sure they will have discussions with the BCCI. So I think the government decision will be very final. So in that. Why should Indian team? everybody knows what the problem is. So I think when everybody is identified, everybody knows what is happening for many years. So I think it's in the interest of the country. I think if you are stopping the game, then you should stop all the ties.
If playing the Asia Cup is fine, then can someone in their right mind explain why the Legends League was stopped? Can somebody explain that to me? The Legends League को रोक लिया, अजय देवगन का पैसा डुबो दिया, अजय देवगन बोल रहा है मुझे क्यों तोड़ा, मैंने क्या किया?
No, and ये Legends League का भी इतना stupid लगता है that Harbhajan and all suddenly developed a goddamn conscience after social media told them. They didn't realize when they signed up for the bloody league what is happening and stuff.
Boss, everything is a trial balloon in this. Every damn thing is a trial balloon in this. Everything. Not one thing is not a trial balloon in this. Every time a trial balloon is sent, कि लोग कैसे रिएक्ट करेंगे, जनता रेडी है, जनता क्या फील कर रही है, बस यही चलता रहता है इस देश में. और नोटिस करो, कांग्रेस से कोई नहीं कुछ बोल रहा. नोटिस कर रहे हो ना ये? बीजेपी से कोई कुछ नहीं बोल रहा. दो मेन पार्टियां हैं इंडिया की, कांग्रेस और बीजेपी, और वो ऐसे मिल के हाथ मल के कुछ नहीं बोलते.
I saw a tweet that said Rajiv Shukla is the BCCI president, Jai Shah is the ICC president. So this is Shukla ji's decisions, and I'm like, I have a bridge to sell you.
Shit, kuch bhi.
People actually are tweeting on both sides of the political thing, and I'm like, boss, I mean, I have a bullshit detector, then I want to ping you. क्या बकवास है यार? This is completely.
Are we kidding ourselves? Like, I'm sorry, Jai Shah, Anurag Thakur, मैं नाम ले रहा हूँ.
नहीं अनुराग नहीं, उसका भाई ना.
Son of Amit Shah.
नहीं उसका भाई है धूमल, who is he's the treasurer. He's Anurag Thakur's brother.
अरे वो छोड़, और वो साइड में राजीव शुक्ला और गहलोत. अबे गहलोत भूल गए हो, वो भी क्रिकेट में इन्वॉल्व है. अरे बेवकूफ समझ के रखा है क्या ये? अबे साला इन लोगों के लिए. और ये ना ये आर्ग्यूमेंट, अरे द बिजनेस, अरे द बिजनेस, अरे द बिजनेस. ओ बस कर दो यार बेशर्मो. बिजनेस ना, ये बीसीसीआई की ऑफिशियल रिपोर्ट है भैया, जो मैंने उसको कोट किया हुआ है. ये बीसीसीआई का रेवेन्यू मॉडल है, ठीक है. ये BCCI earned 9,741.7 crores, over $1 billion.
Yeah.
In financial year 23-24, out of which 5,761 crores, over $580 million, came from the IPL alone. Apart from the IPL, the Women's Premier League, WPL, international media rights and sponsorship deals are also added to the board's income. वो अलग है भाई, सोच. The report also mentioned that the BCCI made 361 crores from non-IPL media rights, like broadcasting India's international matches. Now, let me remind, this is the entire Team India international matches broadcast rights is what, Adit? 361 crores, a minuscule 361 crores from India's non-IPL media rights, हमारे international matches. Pakistan is one of them. One of them. I repeat. Apart from these, the board has close to 30,000 crores in reserves, earning nearly 1,000 crore a year in interest alone. The board gets 1,000 crore from the ICC as annual revenue.
So what people are trying to say, non-IPL revenue is less than the interest that it gets from its reserves.
Boss,
right?
India versus Pakistan is not a cash cow.
No, I agree.
Bullshit.
So my point is, you and I am actually going to say this. If you are playing with them, I want to see a goddamn test match, India versus Pakistan, or don't play one-dayers. But you right now, India should have a policy. You only play ICC tournaments and stuff. But also what is happening is we are looking childish. Okay, like all the Pakistanis taking digs at India for their 50-50 stunts is absolutely justified because
100% justified. Every single Pakistani journalist who is mocking India right now is 100% justified.
we are looking like children. Our leaders are not able to make up their minds, and our supporters are not able to make up their minds, and our cricketers are not able to make. Just Sunny Gavaskar जो इतना nationalist बनता है हर 2 दिन में, और जावेद और मेरी दोस्ती, हाय जावेद का तो मैं क्या बोलूं,
अरे
क्या प्लेयर था।
है ना दोस्ती उनकी, मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
अरे भाई जावेद
मियादाद का रिश्तेदार दाऊद इब्राहिम है, वो जाने, ये लोग जाने, इनका काम जाने।
No, my point is how many times has
इंडियन लेजेंड्स की कौन सी कंपनी में अमेरिका में इन्वेस्टमेंट है जो क्या गोची करती है, मैं कुछ बोल नहीं रहा हूं।
How many times has Sunny Gavaskar, he's a son of Mumbai, proud son of Mumbai, has he said anytime, I know that Javed Miadad's in-laws happens to be Dawood Ibrahim, who bombed my city of Mumbai.
भाई ये सब छोड़
But still I will broadcast
इतनी
my
बड़ी
friendship.
बातें करते हैं, जाके पता कर लो कि किसका दुबई का गोल्डन वीजा है। मैं नाम नहीं ले रहा हूं, थोड़ा कुरे देंगे ना लोग, अगर थोड़ा सा कुरे देंगे, ये सारा नेशनलिज्म, सारी हिपोक्रेसी बाहर आ जाएगी। कौन से इंडियन क्रिकेट प्लेयर्स दुबई के अंदर अपनी कंपनी सेट करके बैठे हैं, और कौन से, मैं तेरे को प्राइवेटली ऑफ द रिकॉर्ड नाम बता दूंगा, क्योंकि मेरे को मालूम है, मैं इन्वेस्टिगेट करता हूँ ये चीजें। मेरे को क्या करना है ये सब पब्लिकली बोल के, मेरे को और मुंबई के प्लेयर्स है, इतना तेरे को बता सकता हूँ, मुंबई के प्लेयर्स है, और वो लोग ऐसी शेडी चीजों में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, ऐसी शेडी चीजों में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं जिसमें पाकिस्तानी इन्वॉल्व है।
या
और अगर नाम निकलेगा तो इतना दूर जाएगा,
बात निकलेगी तो दूर तक लग जाए,
बहुत दूर जाएगी, छोड़ दो, ये हमको पता है, हम इन्वेस्टिगेट करते हैं ये चीजें। मैंने इसी पॉडकास्ट पे क्रिकेट कनाडा को नंगा किया हुआ है, वो भी एक फ्रॉडिया पूरा स्कैम में भरे हुए हैं साले। क्रिकेट कनाडा, क्रिकेट अमेरिका एक दूसरी स्टोरी है।
So, and the fact is that's why we have said it कि भाई करो ना, simple, like have, and it's very interesting also, you will never have the new generation of players having these sort of double-sided things, right? You don't see Kohli and Dhoni and all making such statements. ये पुराने वाले cricketers ही ये statements बनाएंगे, so I am giving them credit to Kohli, Virat Kohli, MS Dhoni and stuff. They
सीधा बोलते हैं,
बहुत सीधा बोलते हैं, right? So for that matter, even Sachin, I don't think Sachin has made any sort of two-sided statements. So yeah, we'll see.
सचिन को एक क्रेडिट देंगे, वो स्टेटमेंट्स नहीं देता।
Statements नहीं. Oh, by the way, on his analysis has gone up significantly after Rohan Co retired. We have like, there are tweets after every single innings where he talks about. But Kushal, I sent you a chat on the studio chat. Click on it.
डॉक्टर संजीव गोयनका,
If you want to share it,
मैंने तेरे को नाम चैट में बता दिया।
हाँ, मैंने देखे, बहुत मतलब बहुत आला, बहुत आला।
और मैं बहुत सीरियस हुआ, मेरे को ये पूरे पेपर की ट्रेल भी मिलने वाली है बहुत जल्दी, और बहुत शेडी है भाई, बहुत शेडी चीजें हैं, मैं तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ। और व्हाट इफ आई टोल्ड यू, ये लोगों को इतना कुछ मालूम भी नहीं होता है। क्या होता है कि ये लोगों का कोई पैसा मैनेज कर रहा होता है, इनको कुछ मालूम नहीं होता है, वो पैसा किधर भी चले जाता है, और ये लोगों को आइडिया नहीं है। किसी दिन अगर इंडिया रूल ऑफ लॉ बेस्ड सोसाइटी हो गई ना, जो इंडिया नहीं है अभी, ये लोग, और मैं तेरे को बोल रहा हूँ, ये लोग मैलिस के साथ नहीं करते, ये जिनके मैं तेरे को नाम दे रहा हूँ, ये लोग मैलिस के साथ नहीं करते, ये एक्चुअली चूतिया बन जाते हैं, इनको चूतिया बनाया जाता है।
I have stories about Houston also as a dubious about Mumbai based money, so but we'll talk.
Houston is part of the investigation जो मैं कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ, तो
Houston is
I know exactly who you're talking about. So but बहुत अभी podcast में नहीं बोलना, वरना हमको कोई ठोक देगा कभी। But no, share this tweet and I want to talk about it on, if you can share it here.
हाँ, तुझे जाना
because लखनऊ, ये कमीनापन LSG के अकाउंट से भी हुआ, okay, and this is where when we talked about KL Rahul and Sanjeev Goenka had issues. According to Shri Sanjeev Goenka, Three people played and saved India the test match. Shubman Gill, Washington Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja. No KL Rahul. Why no KL Rahul? Because they fought like children during LSG. And this is not just Sanjeev Goenka. If you go to Lucknow Super Giants' personal account, they have centuries ka bhi nahi bola. They have just pretended that KL Rahul is not a part of Team India. So, first of all, I just find it so silly that IPL franchises are giving real-time updates of Indian cricket match, but theek hai, they need something to sort of talk about 10 months of a year. But man, this is so stupid and so petty.
I love it.
That you've not talked about, you've not, just because KL Rahul and stuff had a,
This is so much fun.
so petty,
It's like
man.
schoolboy shit.
Schoolboy shit. And
love it.
and we knew कि गोयनका का वो है, because last year he was having this weird PR exercises where उसके ऐसे फोटो आएंगे, ऐसे कर रहा होगा और सामने प्लेयर बात कर रहा होगा. It was so bloody fake, and it was a fake smile, and the player would be like this and Goenka ji would be like something like this. I'm like, ये चल क्या रहा है भाई?
I can guarantee you one thing, तू और मैं हम लोगों को कभी भी मीडिया क्रेडेंशियल नहीं मिलेंगे क्रिकेट में.
But such weird. You saw those pictures, right? It was so weird. मतलब, and then you had those freaking क्या बोलते हैं IP videos where he was motivating the team. Team, we lost, but okay, we can win. We can win. I mean, it was just so bad, so bad. So
मेरे को हंसी आ रही है कि कई साले हमारे पॉडकास्ट को कंसिस्टेंट नंबर्स काफी क्रिकेटर पॉडकास्ट से ज्यादा मिलते हैं हमारे क्रिकेट के डिस्कशन को, मगर हमको कभी नहीं अंदर जाने देंगे. ये लोग बोलेंगे ये कुत्ते कभी नहीं अंदर जाके सबसे बात करके सुन के अपने पॉडकास्ट में बोल देंगे.
नहीं, या तो फिर ये क्लिप निकालेंगे कि कोई आईपीएल गेम में गए कि आईपीएल ओनर्स की ऐसे बचाते रहते हैं अपने पॉडकास्ट पे.
Anyways, I know you have to go. I'll keep continuing talking.
I can talk for 10 minutes if you want to start taking the super chats.
नहीं मेरे को और भी अभी I have to show a lot more videos on the Asia Cup shit.
हाँ तो देखा, I can stay till 8 for 10 minutes more.
So see, my whole point about this Asia Cup is the financial model. There are certain points that it proves. IPL is now the biggest revenue generator, and IPL has no Pakistani involved, so you don't need Pakistan to make money. The Pakistan bogey is gone. Pakistan at best gives Indian cricket, including all things included, nothing more than 100 to 200 crores every year. Pakistan. तू अगर सारे peripheral legends league, you want to be very charitable, it's not more than 1,000 crores. 1,000 crores in the revenue of BCCI is peanuts. So it clearly has nothing to do about money anymore. This is petty bullshit. Nothing related to Pakistan has any monetary value anymore. So let us stop fucking kidding ourselves. And now I want to play a few videos, okay? Now, this was a nice thing made by this Twitter handle. क्या Twitter handle है ये? Maddie. उसने मेरे को भेजा था. Very good. मैं ये play करना चाहता हूँ. I want to play this now.
Yeah, I'm okay. Sport must go on.
खेलना पड़ेगा. किसने बोला है खेलना पड़ेगा? मतलब are they doing it to you in a gun point? Are they doing? हम पे गन पॉइंट था. आप पे गन पॉइंट पे नहीं है कि क्रिकेट खेलो. आप बायकॉट कर सकते हो. पाकिस्तान से कुछ भी बायकॉट करना चाहिए. And if they don't do it, it's a disrespect for these 26 people. It's a disrespect for the nation. I don't think anything comes before the nation. आप 26 अपने हिंदुस्तानियों के लिए एक बायकॉट क्रिकेट का नहीं कर सकते. What is this? Playing with our own emotions. This is wrong. I've heard this news and I am boycotting this. And I want every one of you guys to stand up against this. All the nation should come up and stand against this. Boycott India-Pakistan match. They should, in the first hand, they should have also only boycotted it. They should have taken that stand that we will not play with Pakistan. They've hurt us. We don't want to do anything.
So I'm glad that this was made, and I want to share every single image here that was sent to me. I don't give a fuck about who gets offended in the government. They can all go fuck themselves. Like, somebody sent me this meme. Very good. Dr. Jaishankar says Operation Sindoor is still on. So this Twitter handle very rightfully says, yeah, Operation Sindoor will be resumed on September 14th. Good. This is the kind of messaging Indians should do. We should, this handle is Desi Trolls. Good. I'm glad. Very good. ऐसे ही इनकी पैंट उतारो, ऐसे ही इनके कच्चे उतारो, इनको इंसल्ट करो, इनको इंसल्ट करते जाओ. और मैं बोलता हूं, देखो, बीसीसीआई हेडक्वार्टर मुंबई में है ना, हमारे मुंबई में है ना बीसीसीआई का हेडक्वार्टर. ये आदित्य राज कौल ने बहुत अच्छा सजेशन दिया है. आदित्य ने ना, ये मैं ट्वीट लिखा था, उसने बोला था, विल समवन ब्रॉडकास्ट दिस आउटसाइड द बीसीसीआई हेडक्वार्टर्स इन इंडिया. ये बहुत अच्छा आइडिया भाई. पैसा चाहिए, मैं दूंगा. ट्रक में एक बड़ा स्क्रीन बनाओ और बीसीसीआई हेडक्वार्टर के बाहर जाके ये बजाओ. दिस वाज द मैन हु लॉस्ट हिज चाइल्ड. ये बजाओ इनके हेडक्वार्टर के बाहर जाके. मैं तो बोलता हूं बजाओ, इनके बाहर जाके ये बजाओ. मुंबई में भाई, मेरे शहर में हो तुम लोग. दिस इज द ग्रीविंग फादर ऑफ एन इंडियन नेवी ऑफिसर किल्ड ड्यूरिंग द पहलगाम टेरर अटैक इन कश्मीर. बजाओ जाके इनके ऑफिस के बाहर ये बेशरम घटिया लोग, जिन लोगों को, सी, दे हैव नो लोकस स्टैंडी. The entire bogey that cricket makes money. No, these selfish people do. Cricket no longer needs the India-Pakistan money. But if Russia can be sidelined in sport, South Africa can be during the apartheid era, why can't these selfish bastards?
No, I'll tell you. So, and my problem is not with Pakistan on this, because Pakistan is not consistent. My problem is with us Indians, right? So you can play with Pakistan. There are two ways to approach it. One, do what they are doing right now. After every conflict, 3 mahine baad, kuch nahi hua, we are back, we are going. Or have a list of demands ki this will be done, and then we'll have full engagement with Pakistan. We'll have track to diplomacy. We'll resume regular ties. We'll do bilaterals, right? But you have to have this checklist over. Yeah, the third is what we are saying, only play in ICC tournaments and don't have this hypocritical stance. But I also have a question of these fake Indian journalists and podcasters. When and main naam leke bolta hu, right? Samdhish, who claims to be fearless, interviews Rajiv Shukla. Was one of his questions to Rajiv Shukla about why is there two sides on India-Pakistan? What is your official stance on India-Pakistan? Why is Congress and BJP? When people interview BJP politicians who are parts of BCCI, right? Are they asking them questions? Why are you asking them about what is your stance of 1975 and 1962 and 1940? Tell right now, as a BCCI office bearer, what is your stance? Should India play Pakistan? Yes or no? And if a journalist, podcaster, broadcaster refuses to ask the question, but then claims to be brave on Twitter, that is the problem. You better well ask that. That is a simple question, right, Kushal? I mean, we should be asking those questions. If you are a part of the, and I'm okay that you don't just go and ask every politician that question if they are not in cricket administration, whatever. But if they are involved in the state cricket, if their kid, mama, chacha, bhatija, bhanja is involved in cricket administration, ask them the goddamn question. Should you play or should you not play? And just let them tell them. That's it.
This is the call to every citizen journalist that we have in India. You see these BCCI office bearers, right? All of you have a phone these days. All of you. Put the recording on. Put the camera on Mr. Rajiv Shukla or Mr. Anurag Thakur or Gehlot. Right? And ask them this question. If you find Jaisha, ask them this question. Ask them this question, that if Pakistani movies can't be played in India. Pakistani artists can't come and perform in India. Okay? What is so special about the India and Pakistan cricket match? What is so unique about it? India does not make any revenue from the Asia Cup. The entire revenue goes to the weaker boards. All the weaker boards, all the revenue that the
No,
Asian
I don't even think
India
this
doesn't
is
keep a penny out of it.
I don't even think this is related to that. This is the deal that BCCI makes with the broadcaster कि हम आपको ये match देंगे and you can milk it and stuff. And they don't want to admit it. They can easily reimburse the broadcaster. यार 100-200 करोड़ दे के खत्म करो.
Ask the CEO of Sony, what was he thinking sitting in India as an Indian CEO announcing this on the day of Kargil Vijay Divas? वो तो इंडियन है ना, वो तो इंडियन है कि नहीं है?
अरे इनको पता भी नहीं है यार कुशल. We don't know our own recent history. We talk about the knowledge we get in our schools and stuff like that. We don't know how many people have even talked about this. The people will tweet about something because it becomes a trend on Instagram.
In the last ODI
not a
World
trend
Cup,
on Instagram.
In the last ODI World Cup, the India versus Australia game had more viewership than the India versus Pakistan match. Sporting rivalries can change. Do you think India versus Australia Border Gavaskar Trophy was a big deal 15-20 years ago? No, it was not.
In 2001, people remember as an Australia tour of India. No one talks about 2001 Border Gavaskar Trophy. People talk about the Lakshman Dravid. Border Gavaskar theme only became, I think, after the post-Sydney 2008 Test match and when the tensions flared and stuff. Ironically, that is after when we stopped playing Pakistan in Test match cricket. And India-Australia then overtook and became the primary rivalry.
Every time I keep saying this, nature abhors vacuum. Pakistan is not irreplaceable. I don't give a shit about the 25 crore market of Pakistan. India has a 1.4 or 1.5 billion market.
No.
It's the fastest growing economy in the world. We don't need anyone.
But
Baseball, hockey, American football survives only on the American market, and basketball. So you can go fuck yourselves if you believe cricket needs the world out.
But Kushal, no. That's not even an issue, right? The whole idiocy that happened with the YouTube shows, the YouTube channels lifting the ban. It's not. I do not blame the Pakistanis. Actually, I am with the Pakistanis on this. We are the bloody joke who are not able to make up our minds.
Yeah,
right?
it's
Pakistan
a fucking
made up their mind.
non-serious piece of shit country. It's a non-serious piece of shit country. Even now, the Pakistani YouTubers are banned. You fuckers, you want to ban their YouTube channels and you want to play cricket against them and your fucking excuses, or it's an international tournament, go fuck yourselves. It's the Asia Cup. You don't even make any money from the Asia Cup, you pieces of shit.
Not even that, yaar. What is this world? वो कौन है? वो विमला पसंद वाले की कौन सी सीरीज थी? वर्ल्ड सेफ्टी रोड सीरीज या वर्ल्ड सीरीज जो बर्मिंघम में थी? और 50 साल के 55 साल के लोग की सीरीज. Really? I mean, really, like that is something that they think on the calendar. Oh, we are going to play Pakistan, and then
There
the broadcast.
were 100 things that could have been done. Pakistan can be officially banned, just like Russia was not allowed to come as Russia in the Olympics. You can play as an individual. Let Pakistanis play as individuals in these international events. Pakistan को किधर तो सबक सिखाना पड़ेगा. What the fuck is this, man? They can just blow us up to smithereens, come and kill us all the time. Who gives a fuck about anything? What is this stupidity? What are we doing? What are we trying to tell? That your lives don't matter in this country?
No, it's actually much worse that we don't have a policy. We just don't. And you can do anything to us, but we just don't have policy or have ground rules that we'll set.
Yeah, what is the government of India doing, man? What is the BJP doing? Oh, बड़ा करके करने वाले लोग, अपना छाती ठोक के बात करने वाले लोग किधर गए? एक भी बीजेपी का एमपी क्यों नहीं बोल रहा है? क्यों नहीं बोल रहे बीजेपी की एमपी? किधर गए सारे बीजेपी के एमपी? बड़ा नेशनलिज्म का चोला पकड़ के बैठ के घूमने वाले लोग किधर गए हो सारे के सारे? बड़े नेशनलिस्ट हो ना, क्या हो गया? Credit to the entire BJP base on social media. देखो क्या पेल रहे हैं गवर्नमेंट को. See, this is why I have respect for the BJP base. वो लोग truly nation first में believe करते हैं. It's an ideological base. They don't give a fuck about the BJP इधर. अगर BJP गलत होगी उसको भी पेल देंगे. उसको भी पेल रहे हैं. At least I as a viewer, भाई छोटी मोटी पॉडकास्ट तो अभी मेरी भी नहीं है. मैं तो नहीं कवर करूंगा एशिया कप को। क्या एशिया कप को मेरे कवर ना करने से कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा? नहीं पड़ेगा, शायद ना पड़े, मैं नहीं करूंगा, वो मेरा स्टैंड क्लियर है। ना मैं इसके मैच के बारे में लिखूंगा, मैं और जब भी लिखूंगा मैं इनकी मां की आंख ही करूंगा, मैं गालियां दूंगा इनको। I will not watch these games. I will not do anything. Fuck them. Or and you know then today we talk about Operation Mahadev and credit to the government of India there. The terrorists Suleiman Shah from Lashkar-e-Taiba, Abu Hamza and Yasir, they have been neutralized. मार डाला साले गांडुओं को, सबको पकड़ के मारो इन गांडुओं को, एक एक को उठा के मारो इन गांडुओं को। क्यों खेलना है इनको? हमको इनके साथ क्रिकेट मार चुका है ये लोग, हमको नहीं खेलना इनके साथ क्रिकेट। बोल ठीक है, इनका YouTube चैनल अभी भी बंद है, भैंचोदों के साथ क्रिकेट खेलनी है तुमको।
अरे भाई, the problem isn't that. The problem is the government is unable to make up this mind even about that. Were these terrorists that crossed the border, or were they trained 10 years ago and always stayed in Kashmir? We don't have an official version, right? So the government of India needs to have an official version of what happened. Second, you know, what we talk about the policy, right? You can absolutely say that we don't have problems with individual Pakistani cricketers, just like we don't have problems with individually Pakistan citizens.
I have a problem with Rana Fahim. I have a
No,
problem with
but that's what I'm saying.
He can fuck off.
No, but that's exactly what I'm saying. We are not going to paint all the cricketers with one brush. Unko agar ICC khelni hai and stuff, then you do. But the PCB chairman is appointed by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, right? And your ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, the cricketer, like, it is so crazy. All these people talk about Imran Khan with nostalgia terms, our ex-cricketers, right? Imran Khan is in freaking jail right now, unconstitutional in Pakistan, and none of the Indian cricketers who used to be big Imran supporters say a word about it. You can also actually raise that question that, you know, are you resuming cricket ties with a country where the ex-cricket captain is held in a jail unconstitutionally? I mean, it is insane. I mean, forget him being the prime minister. He's the ex cricket captain and stuff like that. I should say forget him being the prime minister, but the Pakistani military controls everything in this country. So I think it's just, that is the issue. It's the Indian government, the Indian ex-cricketers are completely on different page, and the Indian people, regular people like us, are on completely the third page. And that is the problem. With that, I'll have to run, guys. Lovely chatting with you guys.
I will take care of the questions.
Super chats. Next time. Chalo. Okay.
I will take care of all the super chats. Tuja, it's okay. So, guys, we will take the super chats now. After the theatrics from Stokes, India should have played out the entire overs just to annoy England. 100%. I would have done the same thing. अश्विन पिछले बार से बैसबॉल की ले रहा है। हाँ, अश्विन हमेशा लेता है बैसबॉल की। BBC cricket to Stokes is Raidu to Dhoni in IPL. मैं कुछ नहीं बोलने वाला। Ben Stokes want to show Indians obsess over hundreds but couldn't. I think there is nothing wrong in obsessing over hundreds. Every culture is different. लास्ट 12 टेस्ट अंदर गौतम गंभीर, इंडिया बस 2 जीती है, 8 हारी, 2 ड्रॉ, 0-3 एट होम, 1-3 बीजीटी, 1-2 नाउ, वर्स्ट रिकॉर्ड। पर प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस सुन के लगा गौतम गंभीर देश के लिए 12-12 जीते हैं। लिसन, यू कैन नॉट फॉल्ट हिज इमोशन. आई थिंक दैट्स अ बैड एनालॉजी. Gautam Gambhir's emotions cannot be flawed, but his tactics can be criticized. Even Archer's speed was down. Issue with the pitch and landing area. Broad said this: we should play Jaddu as a batter and bring in a bowler. Yeah, I agree. M's conceded 606 times. Virat 0. Okay. Baseball sucks. Do you agree? No. I think baseball is amazing. It has done good things for Test cricket. You can have two separate opinions. What England did in the last half an hour of the 4th Test match was abysmal, but baseball has been overall amazing. Shubman's best 100, but really infuriating dismissal. Yeah, I mean, everybody has a concentration lapse. It happens to the best. Ben Stokes was shaking hands with John Cena. You can see me. I beg to differ on the Gill part. Yeah, Virat and Rohit should go, but Gill was clueless in BGT because of the in-swing ball weakness. He talked to Dravid about batting weaknesses. He's now way better. Listen, I feel he should bat at number 4. The ball becomes relatively older and it could have been managed. Adit, the question was top 5 Indian players. Ravi said Sunil, SRT, Dev, Virat, MS. If it's just test, MS question, 40 test wins as a captain, 82 captain 80 out of 40 कि मेरे को कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा आपने क्या लिखा है. We sent delegations to these nations condemning Pakistan and parading how we have been a victim of this country's policies. And then we do this. No effing spine. I completely agree with you on this emotion. A bit of a blame to the BJP government. A bit? The entire blame goes to the BJP government for this fucking fiasco. और किसको जाएगा? Government के ऊपर है. What are we talking about? If the Congress would have done this, you wouldn't have started tweeting. You would have jumped to the conclusion, calling them anti-national, Pak-friendly. I've actually never... See, the reason for calling Congress anti-national and Pak-friendly has a historical record from a national security perspective, not from a cricket perspective. You have to understand this fundamental difference. If you can't even have this basic sense of drawing those fundamental differences, then you are a moron. Samjhe? You are a moron if you don't understand that. You want to get a lesson in politics? Now take a lesson in politics. Today, Chidambaram said this. We don't have any proof that Pakistan did Pahalgam. Who is Chidambaram? Where is he from? P. Chidambaram. Kidhar se hai Chidambaram? You are a retard to say that. The BJP is wrong in this. And I will be criticizing them. एंटी नेशनल बोलूं कैसे? उन्होंने आज ही तो मारा है वो ऑपरेशन महादेव में. वो नहीं बोल सकते. आर्मी खुद पे जाके नहीं करती है ऑप्स. गवर्नमेंट बोलती है तो ही करती है. कांग्रेस has actively fucked the nation over. So please don't be stupid. There is a way to say things. Don't be retarded. तुम्हारे इमोशंस में मैं अपनी रैशनैलिटी नहीं खो दूंगा. I will criticize the BJP government. But Congress is literally aiding and abetting the enemies of India. The BJP is not doing that. BJP is just lalchi bhukha when it comes to cricket. Would you still think Jassi ki lassi after 4th test? I have no clue what this means, but whatever. We played the tri-series with Pakistan in 2006 months after Kargil War. We have been pretty consistent on cricket ties. Yeah, we were morons then. We are morons now. A BJP supporter here. Fuck BJP big time. Hashtag boycott Asia Cup. I am with you. If the BJP decides to play against Pakistan, if the government of India, which the BJP runs, they are the single largest party in that coalition, then yes, fuck the BJP on this issue. Absolutely fuck the BJP on this issue. It's ridiculous. There is no excuse. You have to be a fucking moron to defend this. There is no defending this. It is stupid. There is no rational answer for this. But please, for fuck's sake, if you are a stupid person who says, oh, Congress and BJP are the same on national security, you're a fucking moron. I'm not the fucking moron. I still have my rationality cap on. Because you guys don't understand what national security damages Congress did to this country. You don't follow that beat. People like us do. Go talk to the security agencies, security forces, and they'll tell you how bad the Congress was. So shut the fuck up. You don't know anything. The government deserves to be criticized for this. But we can still solve this. Just don't watch the fucking Asia Cup. Just boycott that fucking tournament. When the eyeballs go, they will realize. We should not watch it. I'm not going to watch it. I'll not tweet about it. I will not give it any coverage. Just don't watch it. But why should I not watch India versus England? I will watch it. I will not watch anything India versus Pakistan. Simple. It's as simple as that. There is nothing wrong in this. Nothing. These are not diametrically opposed views. Because at the end of the day, it is Indian cricket. And I repeat, see, why I gave you the financial details was that if 5,761 crores just comes from the IPL, the biggest lesson is we have to make the IPL the bigger, the better IPL. IPL में कोई पाकिस्तानी नहीं है, उनके बगैर ही तो हम पैसा कमा रहे हैं. IPL को बड़ा बनाओ ना, खत्म करो ना ये झंझट. पाकिस्तान की जरूरत क्या है? आज की डेट में मैं बोलता हूं वर्ल्ड कप भी नहीं हुआ, एशिया कप भी नहीं हुआ, क्या फर्क पड़ना है वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट को? Oh, we can't have so many teams not playing. Bhai, how many countries play baseball on a serious level, basketball on a serious level, ice hockey on a serious level, or American football on a serious level? It's all an America-centric sport. It runs on franchises. What bullshit are we talking about? Oh, India, Pakistan se paisa aata hai. Ghanta, this is a churn being sold to you. The numbers don't bear it out. India versus Pakistan is not even a speck in the entire thing. It is not. Believe me, if Pakistan is sidelined from the entire Indian pantheon of cricket, and we don't deal with them, the valuations will not fall down. People will just start watching the other thing. The eyeballs will go back to normal. Pakistan is a pariah state. It should be completely sidelined in everything in world cricket. Countries want to play bilaterals against them, fine. I think India should boycott the World Cup also. In my view, world cricket cannot survive without India. Why is India not exercising that power? It just shows that India is a weak fucking society. जहां पे आप अपनी ताकत दिखा सकते हो, आपको दिखानी चाहिए. Would America not have done that? Would England not have done that? Would Australia not have done that? Bullshit, they would have done it. That's why they became world beaters. India has to show its power. Weak fucking people do this. Selfish people do this. And unfortunately, the entire lot inside the Indian political class, barring a few exceptions here and there, are all fucking sold out. All of them. When it comes to cricket. That's my problem. It's bullshit. So there's a lot wrong with BJP's politics as well. Alienating 30 crores can never be a good strategy. De-radicalize them, but not. Who are these 30 crores that you're talking about? Are you talking about Pakistanis? We can't. BJP is not responsible for de-radicalizing Pakistanis. That's a fucked up society, and that's the job of the fucking Pakistani politicians, not our. Should we host a Baloch team in the IPL? Bhai, Balochiyon ko cricket khelna aata hai? Itna khelte wo? अगर आता है तो खेल लें. Individual players होने चाहिए. I think IPL should not have outside country teams and names. Individual players from our interests, strategic interests, can be allowed. I think IPL should only be about Indian teams, Indian money, Indian names, and international players from different parts of the world should be allowed to play. That's my take on it. Anyways, guys, we'll wrap up as always. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you have not joined the membership program of the Cārvāka podcast, do consider joining the membership program, whether on YouTube or on Patreon. If you want to send your one-time donations in India, kushalmehra at icici is the UPI ID. If you want to send it in Canada, the Interac email ID is kushalmehra81@gmail.com. This podcast only survives on these donations. The reason I am able to speak so freely, bash whosoever I want to, is because I don't rely on these corporate doles. इसके लिए भिखारी के जैसे घूमना नहीं पड़ता किसी के आगे कटोरा लेके, because you people actually empower this kind of work. So I hope you guys continue to support the Cārvāka podcast. जाके आदित्य को और मुझे दोनों को, if you are on X, go follow us over there. If you have not subscribed to this channel till now, go hit that subscribe button right now. Go and subscribe to the Cārvāka podcast YouTube channel right now. Like this video. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye-bye.